Thanks for joining us for an overview of disaster recovery solutions offered by Zmanda. Zmanda offers a variety of disaster recovery configurations to meet your specific needs. The first such configuration is to create a mirrored backup server at a remote site. With a mirrored backup server, you can send your backup archives to a remote location and retain your capability to back up and recover after a disaster. First step is to have your important systems backed up to an Zmanda Enterprise backup server. Zmanda's disaster recovery option for Zmanda Enterprise will help you replicate the configuration, backup catalog, and backup images to a remote backup server. This remote server acts as your standby backup server. In case the primary backup server becomes unavailable, the backup clients, which are the systems that have important applications and data, can use the standby backup server for ongoing backups and restores. If you want to implement the ability to do a complete disaster recovery on a remote site, you can do so with Zmanda's backup and disaster recovery solutions. Not only can you replicate valuable backed up data to a remote server, you can also recover your applications at the remote site itself. In this configuration, you maintain standby systems for your critical applications on the remote site. These standby systems are updated to a state similar to your primary systems by periodically recovering them from the standby backup server. In case of a disaster on the primary site, you can do one final recovery, and from that point onwards, the standby systems can start answering the data and application needs of your users. Zmanda also enables you to leverage storage and compute clouds to implement your disaster recovery solution. By using highly available and highly cost-effective cloud infrastructure, you avoid the need to build and maintain your own secondary site. This is the lowest cost and least complex disaster recovery solution available in the industry today. We offer advanced cloud backup technologies which back up your on-premise data to the cloud. Once the backup images are securely stored on the cloud, you can recover from these images in the cloud itself. You can bring up the standby virtual machines in the cloud only when needed, which radically cuts down the cost of unused standby infrastructure typically associated with disaster recovery solutions. If you have a disaster recovery planning or implementation challenge, we would be delighted to discuss it with you. Please contact us at zsales@zmanda.com.